181611 here. One of the things I always see with the guys that are doing survival stuff, I always see the little Tuna-Can candle thing, and I just wanted to see, after I make one, how long would it actually last, and if it's worth carrying something like this in a pack with the weight. And my biggest test, I mean, there's tons of videos out there that you can see how to make one, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time showing how I make it, but I do want to see how long will it burn after I actually construct it. So we'll construct a little tin can candle here to use as a burner, and we'll see how well it works for cooking, plus how long it actually burns. So stay tuned. Okay, so the things you need are a can, tuna can. Doesn't really matter what it is, but you want a little short one like this, and some cardboard. And what I do is I just take the cardboard and see how thick the can is, how deep the can is, and then just cut that right there. And we're just going to cut a strip, as many strips as we need to wrap it up inside the can. So I'm just cutting a strip right along there, the same width all the way along. Okay, so I cut a bunch of strips of cardboard, enough to fill up the inside of this can. And what I'm going to do is I just stacked them together, and I kind of staggered them at the beginning here. I'm just going to curl them up, wind them up around each other, so that I get this kind of thing going on. Got a nice little roll of cardboard. Then I'm just going to stick it in the can, and there we go. There's the beginnings of our candle. So the next thing I need is wax, and my wife has a bunch of tea lights that she's not going to use anymore, so I'm just going to grab a bunch of these. And the purpose is we're going to melt the wax and just pour it into the tin, right into the cardboard that's spiraled around. So let's melt the wax. Okay, these all have wicks in them, so I'm going to pull the wicks out, and I'm just pulling them out into a tin can that I'm going to use to melt it all at once. We'll just get a bunch of wax in there and melt our wax. Okay, so we're just going to start melting the wax in this can over the stove, and when it's all melted, we'll pour it in. Okay, it's almost melted. See the little bits of candle left, and got a little can of melted wax. Okay, so here it is, the candle wax going into the container. Wow. I need more wax. I have a feeling I still don't have enough. I'm too conservative, apparently. Oh, no, this will be just, I think this will be just right. Oh, perfect. It's like right to the brim of the can. Alright, we're going to let that harden, and then we'll test it out. See you there. Okay, so here is the finished product, weighing in at 6.5 ounces, a little heavy for a pack, but we're going to try lighting it. Usually you might want a little tail or something. I'll see if I can just light it with a match here and see what happens. And by tail I mean a little shred of paper to light like a wick. It's not lighting. This is why you need to try these things before you bring them out in the field, because you have no idea how it's going to work out. Any minute now, we're going to have fire. Well, I think the match is staying lit because it's sucking up the melted wax that it melted, but the cardboard is not yet burning as far as I can tell. Maybe I should have lit it from this edge. Oh wait, I think we finally got the cardboard burning. It's sputtering at me. Get the camera. I see that it's finally starting to burn a little bit. Alright. Get down. She blew my candle out. Look at that. Alright. So, I think what we'd like to do is put a little bit of a wick kind of thing to start it off. There we go. Got a little thing sticking up there. Can you see it? There you go. And try lighting this again. Of course, now that it's been lit, it's gonna light fine. So I'm gonna give this a break and we'll see what happens after a few minutes. So this is what we got after about 4 minutes of burning. The bigger it gets, the faster it starts igniting the rest of the candle, obviously. So the little stove thing we got going on here, I keep calling it a candle. It's really supposed to be like a little stove, and that is what I want to try out with it. So we're gonna see how long it takes to get fully ignited, and then we'll go out and try cooking something with it. Okay. Okay, so about 10-11 minutes and we got most of the thing burning, but one of the things that I'm seeing is that it's boiling out the wax and it's actually pouring out the sides. So just something to think about. The other thing too is that if you're going to cook with this, whatever you cook over it, you wouldn't want to cook bare food. You'd want to have it some kind of container, because you can see I put this container over the fire and it's very sooty. The flame from this stove candle thing is very sooty. So we'll try cooking on it. I've seen someone else try to blow these out and it looked like he had a hard time, so we're gonna see if I can do it first. Well, wasn't that hard. So I had prepared to have a problem blowing it out, so I was going to put this over it. Just a little top of a tin can. But I'll let this cool down and we'll go out and try cooking on it some time. Alright, so that's how you make it and how you start it. And I'm just going to put this on fire and we're going to time and see how long it takes.